What is up, everybody? It is Alex from Heavy New York. We are back at Irving Plaza. This is the first interview we've done at Irving Plaza after their renovations, and what a great band to start off with. We are here with Knox of Enforced. Great to talk
How's it going,
with you.
man? We're punching, man.
Great to talk with you in person today after audio interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Anytime, man. Anytime. So Killgrid has been out for a year now. When I first spoke to you, It was, like just fresh out. Now that the record has been processed a little bit more, has like the reception, has the audience been like more aware of it, like on this tour? And
Yeah, actually, for this tour, because since Killgrid's been out, we were out on tour with Exhumed. We've been out on Obituary. We did a full, not a full, but a European tour and everything. And for this tour, we're like, let's kind of play the stuff from Killgrid that we don't normally play, just to keep it different. And so, like, people watching the shows probably have seen us before, hopefully have seen us before, get a completely different show. And we're also playing a new song that's hasn't been recorded yet.
Oh, really? I don't know if you can mention the title of it yet.
Yeah, War Remains.
Oh, that's a great title.
I was about to say, if we can get you in, you're going to love it.
Oh, hell yeah. Do you feel that maybe that song is a good representation of what the follow-up to Killgrid is going to sound like?
No.
Oh, okay. That's all you got to say.
Yes and no. You'll be able to parse some things out of it, I think. But it's nothing like Killgrid, I'll say that.
Okay, sounds good. What is it, like a love ballad or something like that?
Yeah, it's really long. It's like 14 minutes. No, I'm kidding. It's short but sweet, but everything on the new LP is going to be short and sweet and strictly to the point, like, and fast and aggressive.
And enforced.
And enforced, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I was about to say, though, that 14-minute song, get on that Periphery tour.
Yeah, we're like, I thought for Killgrid we trimmed a lot of fat to like keep it pretty concise, but this one we trim muscle too. It's just shredded. It's fast and to the point.
Hell yeah. I've seen Enforced play with a variety of bands, but now I've also seen you play at a variety of different venues. On the Zoom tour, you were at St. Vitus.
Yeah.
Everybody's on top of each other here.
Yeah.
But here you're at Irving Plaza, where there's a barricade and a little bit more straight.
Mm-hmm.
Does that bring a different type of experience to an Enforced show, depending on the atmosphere of the environment?
Yeah, 100%. So strictly just because it's a completely different atmosphere. I mean, I'm not knocking any of the venues that we're playing. They've all been beautiful and like very helpful. But that's very different to go from like a DIY show in Odessa, Texas with Exhumed to playing Irving Plaza. Like it's wildly different. Yeah. So you act different on stage because you're not playing to someone right in front of your face, just standing in front of you. You're talking to someone that's like 15 feet away and looking at a bunch of shadows. So that's just something that you have to factor in.
So being that the last time I saw you was at Vitus, am I and is the audience who may have seen that show in for like a different type of enforced experience, like in terms of how?
Well, yeah, because I mean I can get in your face and I can grab you and I can like jump off or whatever and just really interact with the crowd. But when there's like an 8-foot barrier and people just kind of looking up at you because the stage is so high and stuff, it's just so different. So I'm trying to interact with the crowd the same way or a similar way, but it's just kind of distant, so that's kind of hard for me personally. I don't. Some people do it great, but I try to make everything a little bit more grandiose, so I'm like can talk to the people in the balcony and also the guy right in front of my face.
Hell yeah, you got to bring that balcony down.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's typically how it's been going. So I'm like excuse me. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to talk to everybody, and that's instead awesome. Of the at Vitus, it's like just that block room, which is awesome. It's just like I can see everyone's faces, and I can point at them and give them the finger like eye to eye. It's like I'm talking to you. But then when there's a balcony, it's like I'm talking to. I think there's someone over there.
Well, and
I'm guessing.
And it's funny, too, because, like, you've also played with different bands as well. Like, with Exhumed or Obituary, I feel like that's a lot of old school, American death metal fans. But At the Gates playing Slaughter of the Soul.
Yeah.
Old school.
Oh, it's a completely different crowd, and they have been very receptive to us in a way that I could never understand. I mean, every show has been just so what's a way to put it, just welcoming and like really heartwarming and stuff that I wouldn't expect from an older metal veteran, so to speak, to really embrace a younger band
Yeah.
so quickly. After one show, there's like, dude, you're the best band that played, no problem. And I'm not, that's some random guy's opinion, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to talk a little bit about the lyricism because we talked about, the process for the lyrics of Enforce and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think that the concept or the meaning of your lyrics could evolve over time as you evolve as an artist? Or do you think, like, Kill Grid, for example, you want to keep that as a representation of who Enforce was in 2021?
That's absolutely correct. I mean, the lyrics for the new album are far more personal. I mean, I try to flip-flop between it being super personal and also like an abject generalization of a lot of things, so everyone can kind of see themselves in that situation because it's so generalized and it's not just about me. To where the new album, I mean, a lot's happened since 2020 or in 2021, and so from in my life personally, so I wanted to challenge myself and actually talk about things that I've gone through, and because I've talked to plenty of people on the road and plenty of fans and stuff, and a lot of people have gone through similar situations. So I was like, okay, it's not necessarily just me that's ever felt this way. A lot of people have actually like gone through similar situations and stuff. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, that gives me the courage and confidence to actually talk about something that I thought was too personal to talk about.
Well, and I wanted to ask you, and I have two more questions for
Sure.
you, but like addressing that personal stuff, and you hear musicians all the time when they write about something personal, it's a cathartic situation without a doubt, and it's a release. But being that you also have to confront your inner demons in a way, does that also make the songwriting process deteriorating, or even like
No, having to explain them to the band that's the hard part, because it's like, I mean, we're super close friends and everything and stuff, and they don't know what I'm talking about, and it's stuff that they don't even know, like, so I have to explain all of that to like things I've been hiding from my friends, and doing that is awkward.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. Is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, I've been fine, but it's just like, here's my deep dark not secrets or anything, but like these are like the deep darks that I've had and experienced, and I feel comfortable talking about them for the first time. So, is that cool?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, they're good lyrics. We just didn't know what you meant.
Yeah, and I'd imagine that as the band, writes to it, and you.
Oh no, I write to the songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does that add another layer of context to the lyrics as well? Like, does the music, would you consider lyrics and music to be separate entities, or do you think that they could equally support each other? Could the music?
Yes and no. I mean, you could write with the music in mind, but you could also just kind of do it over it. I choose to try and accent. That's basically all I'm doing lyrically, is just trying to accent the highs and lows and chugs and like spark points of the music, but also trying to get something out cathartically at the same time.
Definitely.
That when, let's just say, like a huge breakdown's going to come, I want to say something that really cathartically means a lot to me, so when I do it live, like I really feel that emotion. I'm actually like living in that exact moment and the exact feeling for that huge place, and then when the breakdown comes and I start freaking out, like that's how I actually feel.
And that's awesome. I think the way to describe Enforced music is just that, real. It's
just aggression. It's just releasing aggression. Like talking to you earlier today about trying to find parking in Manhattan. I'm going to lose my shit today on stage because that was a nightmare. And like,
Oh, you just reminded me too. I know you needed a lighter. Here.
oh,
you
hey,
go.
thank you so much.
Yep.
I stole one from a friend, but this is the exact same lighter. So
Oh well.
you can have it back, man.
Well,
It's fine.
it's a tour souvenir.
Thank you.
Consider it
Okay,
mine.
I'll put
And
it. I'll put it on my keychain.
Yep, and I already have like 6 of them in
Okay.
my pocket.
Well, thank you, buddy. I
Yep.
appreciate that.
So before we go, I want to thank you so much for your time today.
Absolutely.
And congrats on another awesome tour, successful tour. Is there just anything else with Enforce that you would like to promote that you're able to plug?
I can't necessarily say or confirm anything, but we're once we get back home tomorrow, we're recording the new album immediately. It'll be out early next year, and we're going out on another full U.S. tour very soon.
Hell yeah.
So I hope to see you soon.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much. Everybody, Knox of Enforced, new stuff coming very soon. We will see you next time on Heavy New York.
Thanks, everybody. Love you.